Hey everyone, it's Mrs. Fong with another tutorial on how to use some of our awesome web-based tools at our disposal. This time it's going to be using Google Slides. So you'll find that in class I'm going to assign a number of performance-based assessments that require you to come up with a final product. One of the greatest things about these performance-based assessments or projects is that I allow for student choice. So I like to give you as many options as possible about how to present the material that you are working on. And one of the easiest tools that I tend to suggest, especially for those who may not be as comfortable with presentation tools, is Google Slides. So what is Slides? So essentially, Slides is a web-based presentation tool that really does work like Microsoft PowerPoint. In fact, if you take a look at both products, you would notice that they're very similar. And this is on purpose. It's very intuitive, just like PowerPoint. And the great thing is, you don't have to worry about lugging around a heavy computer that has the software on it because it's a web-based tool, which means anywhere where you have the internet and a Google Chrome browser, you can access Google Slides. So why use Slides? Essentially, it's a great stepping stone for getting used to using web-based presentation tools like I mentioned before. So if you are not comfortable with it, this is a great place to start. So how does it work? First, when you're working on slides for my class, you'll want to choose a topic that you're going to cover for your presentation. So obviously you'll be given some guidelines about what type of project you can choose or topic you can choose, but you need to obviously narrow down what will be the focus of your presentation. Next, you should organize the flow of your slides for your presentation. You want to make sure that your presentation makes sense from beginning to end. So you really should start by organizing all of your slides before you start putting it together. Next, you should be working on that research, so getting together any information you need in order to make your presentation successful. Next, this is the fun part. You want to find images that go with the topic of your presentation. You can do this by uploading your own images. You can also do this by using the insert image function on Slides, where you can simply search in a Google search bar for images like I did here. So just lovely images that are completely unrelated to each other for my purposes of an example, but you will obviously choose things that work for your presentation. Next, you'll definitely want to proofread and edit your presentation before you are finished with it and before you turn it in. So making sure you have, all the correct punctuation, you are writing sentences that are grammatically correct, checking for spelling errors, etc. And voila, just like that, your presentation is finished and ready to be viewed. So a couple of important things to remember or to note about Google Slides is that all changes are saved automatically in your Google Drive account, so you don't have to worry about lost work. And additionally, when you are turning in your project to me, you can do this in one of two ways. You can submit it to me via the share button, or you can do this through assignment submission on Google Classroom. So as always, if you have any questions about the tools that are presented to you, please feel free to ask. And really, most importantly, just kind of get in there, start working with the tools that are at your disposal, and have fun with what you're doing. This is Mrs. Fong.